Good morning, beautiful souls. How are you? You know, it's absolutely gorgeously sunny today, and I'm happy. As you can see, I am in hospital, but this is a good, useful thing for me because I've had such a long career of dropping through the cracks of medicine, as everyone is experiencing now. So we have to claim our victories when we take them. So I've come in. I came in 2 weeks ago. I've come in so many times. Doctors, hospital, everything, blah, 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 blah. Go to the hospital, go to the doctors. No, you're too ill. Go to the hospital, go to the... Shall I wait till I'm dead? But I came in just because I had extreme nausea. I was in with this 3 weeks ago. Nothing was done, so I knew that I just needed to come back again because I could just feel that strong pain, that strong nausea. I do a lot for myself. I keep myself going. I don't take any medication. I have had some paracetamol IV today, which I'm going to honour myself with because it's okay to take painkillers, to use them when effective. It's when we numb ourselves, repeatedly, and you just think any kind of the tiniest bit of pain, quick, because life is pain if you want to look at it like that. Life is pain. If we want to walk around and anaesthetize ourselves, which I did for 30 years, if we want to do that, we have the option to do that. And it feels to me that this is the kind of medicine to do that with. What I'd like, and when I speak to people about, is I speak to nurses, I speak to doctors, I speak to all kinds of people. I interview. I see, cancer patients, people healing naturally, people coming from different angles, and what everyone wants is something that works. Okay, what everyone wants is something that works, and not just for a very small percentage of people. What would be great if we can have an integrated health system to get all the knowledge that we know that works from, let's say, Eastern medicine. Taking into account our consciousness, the fact that we're energy, the fact the thing is, how can you perform medicine when you're only understanding the 0.1%, which is the matter of physicality? Okay, how can we present a well-rounded, treatment, holistic plan, whole plan? And the point is, that's the point, isn't it? It wasn't supposed to be like that. It's a business, but it has its place. It has its place, and it's emergency medicine. But I always have to go off on a tangent, don't I? Get my little soapbox about everything. But no, it's a good soapbox. Why shouldn't I get on it, I've earned the right to get on it. We don't need to earn the right to get on it. At the end of the day, get on your soapbox and stay there. Make your soapbox your life, as in, what do you stand for? Plant your feet firm. What do you stand for? I stand for life and growth. And kindness. All the good things. Who else doesn't stand for that? And everything that works for everyone. Things that work for everyone, not just the greedy mean boys on the hill. Move off the hill. You've had your time. Your time's done. Your time's done. The old order is gone, It's just kind of thrashing around. And I'm not talking about the medical system. I'm just talking about, the old order of things. The old order of things. You just blow it away. There's no need to pay no mind to it. Because, things are going to get crazy and get tough, and, all the people have been abused by a parent or anyone, or had anything in life. It's going to become to a point when you're just looking at the people who are supposed to look after you going, what? Hey, hang on a minute. Are you harming me? Are you harming me? I think you might be. You're making lots of money and profit off harming me. I think you might be.
Lovely. Do you want me to get you some water? Is it
Um,
just in here?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Beautiful nurse just came on. So I just think the point is to, you know what? I'm going to just give you gems. Gems from what I think, and if you think they're nuggets of shit, throw them away. Personally, they're pearls gathered and retrieved over many deep, dark dives and swing around being a bottom feeder and a people pleaser and all of that kind of good stuff. So, you know what I'd just say is it all starts, everything starts from just the love and the respect that we have for ourselves, because everything comes from that. If I allowed myself to be treated like shit because I didn't love myself, now humanity's allowing itself to be treated like shit because it doesn't love itself. Why doesn't it love itself? Because its parents have been bad parents and given us bad food and bad water and bad everything, and taught us things that were supposedly for our own good, taught us limitations, kept us away from our true history, kept us away from our,
You are lovely. Shall I just pop it on the
Thank you
side?
very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cheers. They kept us away from our true history. They kept us away from our knowledge of everything, what it is to be human, actualized on the earth with full knowledge, not just playing on the one blade of grass. I love that analogy, don't I? The one blade of grass on the football pitch. It's pretty self-explanatory. It works, doesn't it? So why not? It's time to step into all the new things now. And once you start living and understanding that you are a soul first, and you actually really start truly understanding that, it doesn't really matter. You won't hold on to death and life so much. You won't hold on to, you'll appreciate life in a whole new way, because, it's just not this mortal coil and then you shuffle off it and you die and that's it and that's all it is. And, come on, do we really think we're the only people on, in the universe? Like, really, that's insane. That's insane. That's the arrogance. The arrogance of that is just, unbelievable, to think that we would possibly be the only people in the, and there's just this planet and this is the only thing that's been inhabited, and the world's been around for it's just, come on, It's only so long you can get away with that for. Well, actually, you can get away with it forever if you have enough Candy Crush and, things to distract people. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with Candy Crush. If you like Candy Crush, you play Candy Crush. Do you know what? I wasted so much time watching television and screens and all this kind of stuff. I wasted so much time. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's no judgment, and nothing is good or bad, is it? Nothing is good or bad. It's just time and experience. What do you want to spend your time and experience while you're here on Earth? This thrill, danger-filled, ride that you came down here to. You actually agreed to come down here to help. Are you gonna help? Are we helping? If you're not helping, help. Because, we're all humans, man, and, we need to kind of, get sorted, because, I don't know, people keep telling me we're really advanced, but when I look around, it's kind of like looking at, Neanderthals, really, the level of consciousness and programming is, and I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. We're all at different levels of consciousness, and we'll all get there in the end. Let's just make sure we get there before too many casualties are sloughed by the wayside, This world is nothing that we thought it was, honestly. What I've discovered, this is a good book. This is what I bring into hospital. The Light of Egypt. Science and Soul of the Stars. That's a good start. Get yourself reading that. That'd be a good start for you to understand about the world. A little bit more. There's just one thing. There's just one intelligence. all this separation and compartmentalization is just to confuse us. It's just to confuse us. There's fear, there's love, there's us, our sacred nature, our innate nature, and then there's everything else on top, which means bugger all. All of it means bugger all, you know. And the more you detach from it, you see, bloody hell, this literally means nothing. Like, none of this. I don't want my phone. I don't want my, you know. I just roll me out into a field. Like, the nature's good right now. You know, nature's good right now. I don't want to be on technology. Like, literally, I don't want to be on it. It makes me feel ill. Those frequencies blaring out of it. And don't say, oh, don't be daft or anything like that. No, you don't. You'd be daft. How do you think these phones work? How do you think they work? You know, cell phones are class 2B carcinogen on the, what site is it? On the WHO site. So, what do you think 5G does then? That's pretty special. That was actually developed as a direct energy weapon by the military. They always do that, don't they? They develop things and they pass it on to the civilian thing, because DARPA actually, they did the internet, didn't they? If I'm right, I'll probably get people saying, no, that wasn't right. No, I definitely believe that is right. DARPA did the internet. And you know what I found, so I thought was just really insidious, but it's all insidious. Pokemon Go, you know that Pokemon Go? That was actually an advertising thing, and they were leading you to shops. The advertisers were paying. They pay to lead you to specific shops. It's all a game, you know. It's all a game. And once you start realizing that it's all a game, you don't take it so seriously. But what you should always take seriously is your innate nature. Like, that's what I take seriously. You know, me as a human. Now, I kind of love myself now, but I'm a joke. You know, all the things that we think are important really that are material mean nothing. They mean nothing. They have no substance to it. They have no substance to them. The only thing that's worth anything is heart and love. Everything starts from there. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. So I've talked quite a lot, and I'm feeling a bit queasy. So I'm going to go now, because I spend all my time, obviously, I put a lot of time speaking to people and stuff. I need to be quiet now. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some nuggets in there somewhere. And wherever you are, whoever you are, I love you. This world's mad. You're not mad. You're rising. Don't worry. It's all gonna be well. And if you die, it's all gonna be well too. Don't die in fear. Don't die in pain. Don't die in suffering, because then you kind of have to come back and do it again. Yeah. Don't die in fear. Don't die in suffering. If you gotta die, just get peaceful about it. You know, just sometimes you can't do that. Cultivate peace in your life every day. Cultivate your relationship with God in your life every day. You know, people got a really thing about the word God, creator, source, whatever you want to call it. You know, your divine source, anything, whatever. You know, we've got all these different names for things. Get right with God, I'd say, is a good thing to do. I've been having lots of strange dreams of people being snatched up from fire and stuff lately and stuff. Symbolic mind, but you know what? There is a massive storm coming, and I don't think it's a good idea to stand and shout and warn people, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like an addiction, isn't it? People have to give up when they want to give up. There's no point telling people, oh, well, you're all going to die, and like this, that, and the other, and you're hooked up to the grid, and da-da-da-da-da, and what do you want, zombie apocalypse or alien invasion, which one? Because that's just a film, isn't it? They're all just films. But my point is, people don't want, you don't need that information be given to you. Just look, if I know someone's gonna die, I'm not going to make them feel worse about it. Do you know what I mean? If someone's been unconscious and taken a certain medicine that's like not so good for them, you got to stand in love for that, you know? There's no other choice, is there? There's no other choice. That's their path, that's their choice. If people come back and they suddenly want help and they're like, oh goodness, I've just woken up to certain nefarious activities, and yeah, I want to change this, I want help, then people, that's free will, you know? That's free will, but you can't, we all have free will. And if it's not our time to learn right now, we'll have to come back and do it in another lifetime. Okay? And I've been here so many times. I literally can't remember all my lives, but I just have a sense of like, oh my goodness, is this time yet? Like, do we get to rise now? Do we? Because I remember my last life, this is what I was told the other day, was actually in World War II. That's funny, isn't it? And that would make a lot of sense to me, actually. In the camps, in the Nazi camps. The best of people and the worst of people. What happened then? What was the saying? When good people do nothing. But there are good people, and they're not. There's lots of people not doing nothing. But essentially, what I've found is, you know, when we're trying to save people, who are we trying to save? Who are we trying to save? Are we trying to save them, or are we trying to save us? Really? I know I tried to save loads of people, but I needed to look at myself first, and that's what I started doing, and that's what I'm still doing, because it's never finished. Never finished. Anyway, I feel like I've done my part now, because I just don't like leaving any empty time unless I'm like, you know, in bliss, in peace. I like working, I like talking, you know, because the way I look at it, right, if I die tomorrow, I want to have been effective while I'm here, and I want to enjoy and be in bliss, because what I found I've died, literally I died when I was 16, and I feel like I die pretty much 3 times a week now. And you know, the main thing is, don't be in fear. It's the fear of the sensation, it's the fear of the thing. You have to let go of the fear, you really do. Fear is so bloody useless. Fear controls everything. Fear makes you ill, it puts you in a distressed state. So take care, much love, thank you so much, and be in your heart, okay? Thank you.